Have you ever stopped to think that your Shih Tzu might be more incredible than it seems? Perhaps it has such special abilities that, if seen in a superhero movie, you'd hardly believe it. Well, in today's episode, we're going to uncover 5 unimaginable superpowers your Shih Tzu is probably already using by your side, without you even realizing it. Get ready to open your eyes to the secret world of your 4-legged companion. This is episode 2 of a 7-part series that will completely change how you see the universe of Shih Tzus. In the first episode, we explored what makes this breed so unique and special. And now, we're diving even deeper, revealing the almost magical side of these furry friends. You'll discover surprising abilities that will make you look at your Shih Tzu with even more admiration. But pay attention, stick around until the end because the last superpower is so impressive you'll want to share it with all your dog-loving friends. Plus, throughout the series, we'll bring you exclusive tips. So, what are you waiting for? Give this video a like right now to show your love for your Shih Tzu, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming episodes of this epic series. Oh, and turn on the notification bell to be the first to watch the next chapters. Your Shih Tzu is much more than just a pet. It's a little hero with incredible abilities waiting to be discovered. Are you ready to unveil these secrets? Let's embark on this adventure together. The Shih Tzu is pure charm in dog form. Its personality is a delightful mix of sociability, loving to be around people, and irresistible stubbornness that makes it truly unique. These traits didn't come out of nowhere. They're deeply rooted in its history and close relationship with humans. Originating in ancient China, Shih Tzus were bred to live in noble palaces, treated as true royalty. This close bond made them extremely sociable, as they were accustomed to being the center of attention and receiving constant affection. However, all this attention also brought a bit of stubbornness. After all, being surrounded by pampering and privileges gave them a strong sense of confidence. This means they're not the kind to follow commands without question. A Shih Tzu likes to feel independent, and sometimes it can be a challenge to convince them to do something they don't want to. Even so, their stubbornness is rarely a serious problem. Instead, it's a charming trait that will make you laugh and fall even more in love with them. Having a Shih Tzu by your side guarantees constant companionship. They love to follow their owners around the house, whether to the kitchen, living room, or bedroom. However, it's important to understand that their sociability also has a challenging side. They dislike being left alone for long periods and may feel anxious or sad without company. On the other hand, this need for interaction makes them excellent companions for families and anyone looking for a furry friend always by their side. To manage a Shih Tzu's stubbornness, patience is key. They learn best with positive reinforcement, such as treats, praise, and affection, rather than scolding. If you turn training into a fun game, you'll have a better chance of capturing their attention. Additionally, creating a routine with set times for meals, walks, and playtime helps keep them more disciplined. Remember, a Shih Tzu that feels loved and included will do everything to return that love with loyalty and affection. Speaking of love, Shih Tzus have incredible ability to sense how we feel. They seem to know when we're sad, happy, or anxious. It's as if they have emotional radar always on, ready to pick up on our emotions. The Shih Tzu seems to have a secret superpower that few people notice. It can sense exactly how you're feeling. It's as if it has emotional radar, always on, picking up every detail of your mood and reacting to it in a unique way. Have you ever noticed how it's always there when you need it most? If you're sad or feeling down, it comes and lies beside you, as if to say, "I'm here with you." And when you're excited and full of energy, it jumps, wags its tail, and joins the fun as your best adventure buddy. This ability to understand our emotions is what makes the Shih Tzu so special. They are excellent companions because they form a deep bond with their owners, almost as if they can read our souls. For example, on days when you're not feeling well, it might stay calm, quietly following you around the house and offering comfort with its presence. During moments of joy, it seems to share that energy, even enhancing the happiness in the room with its cuteness and playful antics. Shih Tzus also show this sensitivity in situations like changes in routine or tension in the environment. They can sense when something isn't right and often try to console you in their own way. It's as if they're saying, "I'm here for you, no matter what." And the most amazing part is that they do this without expecting anything in return, simply because of the connection they share with you. But have you noticed how well it understands you, better than many people might? Some owners say their Shih Tzus even know when they're about to arrive home, waiting by the door before hearing any footsteps or sounds outside. This level of attunement is the result of the love and closeness you share, creating a unique and magical bond. Speaking of magic, what's most enchanting about the Shih Tzu is how it not only perceives your emotions but also has the power to transform the atmosphere around you. Its contagious energy, full of joy and liveliness, can make any day better just by being there. With its playful nature, sweet gaze, and that tail that seems to have a life of its own, it has the incredible ability to turn even the grayest days into moments of pure fun. It's like having a walking, furry factory of smiles. The Shih Tzu's infectious energy is something few can resist. It not only fills the space with its cheerful presence, but seems to have a special gift for lifting everyone's spirits. Numerous studies show that dogs, in general, help reduce stress and increase happiness, and with the Shih Tzu, this seems even more evident. When you come home after a long day and it runs to greet you with that face that says it's been waiting for hours, it's impossible not to feel your heart lightened. Studies reveal that interacting with dogs releases endorphins in our brain, the famous happiness hormones. But the Shih Tzu goes beyond that. It's not just a furry friend, it's a natural-born comedian. Who hasn't laughed at its clumsy run or the mischievous look it gives when it knows it's up to something? If you've ever had a bad day and felt your Shih Tzu insist on playing or simply curl up in your lap, you know exactly what we mean. It's as if it has a sixth sense for knowing when you need a bit more lightness and fun. And it delivers it effortlessly, just by being itself, full of charisma and spontaneity. Plus, kids love its energy, and seniors benefit from its calming companionship, bridging generations with its charm. But don't be mistaken, even with all that energy, the Shih Tzu also has a curious and attentive side. It can be surprisingly quiet when something catches its attention or when it senses the need to protect its surroundings. This observant and careful nature makes it a little guardian of the home, always alert to what's happening around it. This breed may be small and adorable, but don't be fooled, it's a true home guardian, even without making a fuss. With sharp perception and a natural instinct for protection, this furry companion can detect strange movements or noises before you even notice anything. It's as if it has invisible antennas that pick up anything unusual. And the most fascinating part? It doesn't need to be a loud barker to fulfill this role. Its subtle and attentive demeanor makes it the perfect guardian, always present, but never overbearing. Even though it's a breed known for its peaceful nature, the Shih Tzu possesses a protective instinct that often goes unnoticed. Imagine you're relaxing at home, and suddenly your Shih Tzu perks up its ears and stares intently at the door. You might not hear anything, but it has already picked up on a distant sound or strange movement. This behavior stems from its ancestors, bred to live in palaces and protect royalty. It's no wonder it's always alert, ensuring you feel safe. And, of course, it does all this with charm. Don't expect it to run around barking uncontrollably like a traditional guard dog. The Shih Tzu prefers to observe calmly, assess the situation, and only then sound alert if necessary. It's as if it's saying, "Leave it to me, I've got this. No need for drama." Studies have shown that having dogs at home can reduce stress, not just because of the emotional comfort they provide, but also due to the sense of security they bring. The Shih Tzu, with its attentive gaze and constant presence, makes you feel protected in a way that soothes the heart. After all, it's not just a fluffy ball of fur, but also a devoted and vigilant companion. But that's not all. In addition to being a home guardian, the Shih Tzu has a special talent for connecting people. With its natural charisma, it builds bonds and brings hearts together. The Shih Tzu has a unique gift that goes beyond its cuteness and companionship. It's a true heart connector. It's amazing how this little furball manages to bring people together, forge bonds, and spread love wherever it goes. Whether at home, in the neighborhood, or even during a quick walk, it always finds a way to make people connect. Have you noticed how it turns even a simple park stroll into a moment of connection? It attracts smiles, glances, and even conversations between strangers. It's as if it carries a magnet in its heart, drawing out the best in everyone. What truly makes the Shih Tzu a master at building connections is the unconditional love it offers. With its sweet gaze and affectionate nature, it reminds us what it means to love without expecting anything in return. It doesn't care if your hair is messy, if you've had a rough day, or if you're not at your best. To it, you are always the most important person in the world. This pure, selfless love has a transformative effect, capable of melting even the hardest of hearts. Within the family, it also takes on the role of a social mediator. How many times have you seen it dissolve tension after a stressful day? One playful antic or a loving lick, and the atmosphere shifts completely. It unites the people around it, creating moments of harmony and happiness. It's as if it has a sixth sense for knowing when everyone needs a little extra lightness and love. Even studies show that interacting with dogs like the Shih Tzu can strengthen family bonds and help people feel more connected to one another. And the Shih Tzu does this effortlessly, just by being itself, a little awakener of unconditional love. It not only loves but also teaches us to love better, to value small gestures, and to be more empathetic. While it connects us with those around us, it also awakens in us the desire to care for, protect, and reciprocate that pure love. After all, the true magic of having a Shih Tzu is realizing how it transforms our lives and fills them with meaning. This dog is more than a fluffy, cuddly companion. It's a true awakener of unconditional love. If there's a superpower that changes lives, it's certainly this one. It doesn't care about your mistakes, flaws, or those days when you're not at your best. To it, you are everything, the center of the universe. Just one sweet look, a loving lick, or the special way it curls up in your lap is enough to remind you how important you are. It doesn't care about your flaws or mistakes. To it, you are the entire world. That's the essence of the unconditional love it gives without asking for anything in return. The most beautiful part of this superpower is how it teaches us to be better. Watching the way the Shih Tzu shows affection, we realize that true love is simple, generous, and without judgment. It's by your side during happy moments, but also when everything seems to be falling apart. If you're sad, it stays quietly near you, just to remind you that you're never alone. And if you're full of energy, it joins in your joy as the best adventure partner. This ability to love unconditionally transforms not only the owner but also the environment around them. People who live with Shih Tzus often say they've become more patient, empathetic, and happy. It's as if this little furball has the gift of bringing out the best in everyone, reminding us that to love and be loved is what truly matters. Even scientific studies show that living with dogs can reduce stress, improve self-esteem, and increase our sense of well-being. The Shih Tzu does this effortlessly, simply by being itself. And the most special part? Every Shih Tzu has its own unique way of showing love. It might be something funny, like bringing you a toy, or as simple as lying silently by your side. It's a kind of love that speaks directly to the heart, without the need for words. So, which of these superpowers do you see most in your Shih Tzu? Or does your furry friend have other powers that only you know about? After all, every Shih Tzu is unique, with its own magic to transform lives. Now it's your turn. Now that you've discovered so many incredible superpowers that Shih Tzus have, it's your chance to join in. Which superpower stands out most in your little companion? Does your Shih Tzu have that emotional radar that senses everything you feel, or is it the master of spreading joy around the house? Share your stories in the comments. We love hearing about these little heroes who change lives every day. And if you enjoyed this video, don't stop here. Subscribe to the channel right now and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an amazing revelation about the world of Shih Tzus. We bring you carefully crafted content to help you understand even more about these extraordinary companions. Oh, and share this video with that friend or family member who also loves Shih Tzus. After all, good knowledge is meant to be shared, right? And here's the best part. Our next episode is unmissable. We'll bring you even more fascinating facts about Shih Tzus that you've probably never heard before. A special episode that will make you feel even closer to your furry friend and, of course, fill your heart with love. Don't miss it for anything. That's all for now, folks. Stay tuned, because there's so much more to come. Thank you for watching, for loving your Shih Tzus, and for being part of this incredible community. See you in the next video.